Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. This is the first test with the Tascam US 1200. Now, this thing used to fail about 5 minutes into the recording, and I'm testing this thing out because I feel like these preamps are better. I've heard a lot of good things about it, so I just decided to, throw up this test footage. That is if it's successful. It's just real quick. I'm not even going to have any audio or, video or anything. I just want to make sure it'll run on this, because if it does, I would much rather use something like this, where it is much higher quality than the Lexicon Lambda. I got this years ago, actually, I think 2 years ago. I think it was January 10th of 2015 that I had, or 16, that I had bought this thing, and, I was running into problems where it would, the audio would just completely cut off at about 5 minutes, and if it didn't cut off at 5 minutes, it cut off at 10 minutes. Which is a shame because, as you can hear, the audio is actually pretty nice. I didn't throw any EQs or anything over my voice right now. It's just coming straight from the thing itself. So let's look around at Kotaku, I guess. I don't know why I'm doing that. Early impression. Sources. GameStop changes controversial Circle of Life program. So we could talk about this, I guess. GameStop's controversial Circle of Life program has, by the way, I'm doing this on the fly. I've literally heard nothing about this until this very second, so I have had no time to prepare any thoughts. This is literally on the fly while I'm testing this. If this goes up, the article will be in the description. Like I said, I never do anything like this until I cite my sources. GameStop's controversial Circle of Life program is changing next week, according to several store managers. Through the retail chain, though the retail chain will continue to use and monitor Circle of Life scores, GameStop plans to enact several changes that will make the program more accommodating to employees. The Circle of Life score, as Otaku has reported, is a metric that GameStop used to measure the performance of their employees. The Circle of Life refers to a driving GameStop alone to go customers, blah blah blah. Starting next week, I want to hear the changes. Well, spoke with GameStop will no longer monitor individual employee Circle of Life scores. That's actually awesome. I'm glad GameStop learned from this mistake. This is kind of what I was talking about. I did throw a jab about how there's no ethics in business. I mean, there really isn't. It was more of just a half fucking jab at one of my friends, and then we could proceed to argue about nothing for an hour and a half until we both realized that we completely and totally agreed with each other's point of views. But, this is kind of what my side of it was. It's that it's gotta be... obviously, corporations or businesses will fuck you into next week, but there has to be some falsified ethics. There has to be some fake ethics, and this is kind of what I'm talking about. If you don't have this fake, happy, front and center thing, basically you're going to get fucked, and you're going to have to change things. Kind of like this, and I'm glad that this got out once again, and this is good. Because that was my biggest problem. I don't care if it's individual stores. I like I said, I don't know exactly how to feel because this is on the fly. But I don't care if it's individual stores because I don't feel I don't feel as though they'll be pressured. I'm sure the managers will be pressured, but they can make the call themselves rather than fucking someone you don't even see ever making the calls. You can go, or the manager can go, well, I've seen you doing this, and this. You've been hanging around the back store a lot, and the COL numbers for the overall store is bad, and that's kind of more understandable. I still think it's fucking stupid, don't get me wrong. I'm not defending the Circle of Life, but I'm saying it's more understandable than them basically fucking the individual employees. I think it should be more up to managers to make those kind of calls, because that's what you put the managers in the position of manager for. Is so that they can make those calls and essentially be your eyes while you're away. That's the point of a manager, to run this place while you're out. Each GameStop store will now simply have a single COL number, for their entire store, which will help reduce pressure on individual employees to hit their quotas. Yeah, like I said, I still stand by my original thoughts. I said very clearly that I thought that maybe instead of taking the COL stuff, the best thing that they could probably do is, like I said, make the power-up rewards card more worth it. You bank a lot. Like, you definitely are like, yo, you need to fucking Dick Waffle Sunday these used games, or I'm gonna have to fucking beat the dicks out of your ass. And, yeah, basically, I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. It's 4 o'clock in the fucking morning. I haven't had one of these late night rants in a while. But, yeah. Basically, I'm just trying to say, make the Power Rewards card feel more worth it, and they will come to you, GameStop. They will come in droves. Once again, remember, I'm not even gonna fucking repeat myself. I'm fucking stupid. GameStop is also changing the way they calculate life scores, managers say. Until now, a COL score had been based on 4 metrics: pre-owned sales, trade-ins, pre-orders, and a rewards card. Now GameStop is adding a 5th metric: new sales, which will track the store's sales number against their goals. This will, at least in theory, prevent employees from being punished for selling new games as they had been in the past. So that's also awesome. So they really are changing this COL thing in a way that I think would probably actually work for the company. I actually sincerely think they'll work much better for the company if they do something like this, rather than basically screwing everyone. Yeah, like I said, this is definitely the way to do it. GameStop, now you're making me, I mean, this is kind of like PR, like, just like hopping on the hypothetical grenade and basically like trying to cover this. But even if it's that, remember, this is business, so it's fake. But even if you shake my hand, and you don't really mean it, I'll take it, I guess. I don't fucking know what I'm trying to say. It's 4 o'clock in the fucking morning. I can't believe they let me up this late. As if I have someone to fucking put me to bed or something. So yeah, now, the real question, will this make me want to keep going to GameStop? Probably not. I mean, well, obviously I want to keep going to GameStop. Like I said in my first GameStop video, yeah, I really do like going to GameStop because of the fact that I need a goal, but this will make me, this makes me feel like, it makes me feel better that they're doing it this way. I still think the COL is stupid, but once again, I understand it. Because like I said, if you're not selling shit, or someone's not selling shit, or someone's not doing their job, it's probably best to have like a score to keep count. I don't fucking know. I'm not like a business-minded person. I could give a shit less. I just buy things. But the changes are not official yet. But GameStop district managers informed some stores via conference call on Friday afternoon that they will be rolling out the new program on Sunday and Monday. Well, on Sunday and Monday, I may be walking down to the GameStop. Probably not, because, I'm playing fucking Yakuza 2. Yes, it's a reproduction. I fucking found one for $50. And you know what? While this is, this is a test to see how well this goes. So basically, I'm going to talk about why I think repros are okay. Kind of. Sorta. Now, hear me out. I can already hear you belly aching about how, but people pawn them off as fake, and I agree. That is, as real, I should say. And I agree, that is completely and totally fucking retarded. I don't think that is a good business practice. How the fuck did I cut myself like that? But that's not a good business practice. I think it's the wrong way to use reproductions. There are people who would buy reproduction carts and reproduction discs if you say that they are reprints or something along those lines. Because I find, like, there are some games, I'll do one right now. I'll actually look up a game right now. Sunset Riders. Ride-Ra. Game reproduction. The repro is $40. And the actual game is $80 fucking dollars. $33 if it's Genesis though. $69.95, $90, $84.95, $600 fucking dollars, but it's new factory sealed, so I guess I understand it. But yeah, like games like this, I could not justify paying so much money for something like that. I fucking, there's no way I could. So, like, having reproductions and blatantly saying it's a reproduction, I think is a good thing. Because, like, I don't think good games like that deserve to die simply because they were, or gamers shouldn't be allowed to play them because they're prohibitively expensive. Like, Panzer Dragoon is another example. What, the first one on the Saturn. Oh, whoops. Dragoon. $600 complete. $119, and that's only the third disc. Yeah, I'm going to have to obviously learn how to deal with the levels of this thing, but so far it's working, so that's really awesome. I'm noticing that it's not doing that thing that it used to do when I had my other computer. Like, the bottom track of Audacity would, like, lag behind. That's not happening, so that's good. Panzer Dragoon's Way. Sega Saturn Japanese import. Up. That's 0% what I wanted. Panzer Dragoon 2. $70. Panzer Dragoon for $56. What's this one? Game case and manual. Huh. I guess this one isn't as expensive as I thought it was. $750, $400, $500, $600. $69.99, $54.99. I don't know exactly what makes this game so expensive. Obviously, I don't know if, like, one's a repro or, like, because, like, it says, hold on. It's, like, the one that's, like, $600, it's, like, complete tested, so it, like, has everything, but the other ones supposedly have everything as well, so I don't see the point of saying, like, it's not, but, yeah. Like I said, I'm trying to find shit to just randomly spout off. It's like the old days, the Raving Like a Lunatic days, well, that series that I took up for, like, literally maybe 2 or 3 videos. Literally maybe. God fucking damn it. Final Fantasy 15 director shares his thoughts about the Nintendo Switch. No one cares. Deadpool 2, no one cares. Actually, a lot of people care, unfortunately. Watch the Epic Horizon. eBay flash sale takes $10 off $50 purchases for a limited time. How long does the Nintendo Switch battery last? Well, they told us, unless that's supposed to be like a practical test. I would talk about Ryzen, but it just seems like it's such an oversaturated thing. Like, a lot of people ask me why I don't talk about certain topics. If the topic is, like, talked about by so many people, and I don't feel as though I can add anything further to the conversation, I will not make a video. There's no point in me doing so. It's not that I don't have unique perspective on things sometimes, it's just that I don't view my perspective as unique. I mean, some people do, like I said, I'm just a naysayer myself. I think it's very important to be your own harshest critic. I used to upload, like, me playing guitar and whatnot. I don't do that anymore. Basically because I grew up and realized that no one's going to want to listen to something I threw together in 5 minutes. Yeah, so it's always good to critique yourself, sometimes in the ass with a sledgehammer. Game reviews, PS Vita, blah, blah, blah. I can't believe it's made it this far. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that it was probably my other computer, my older computer, that this didn't like, because it's running fine, and it's actually, the thing I actually really wanted this for is because it's like, I can fucking, it sounds a little bit better, like, than the Lambda. Not that I don't like the Lambda. Like, the Lambda is always going to be one of my favorite audio interfaces, period. It's such a nice piece of equipment. I thought about reviewing it, but I wanted to wait until I got something newer, like, the Tascam US1200. I would have reviewed it after I got this to work, but it's taking this long, so maybe I'll review it. Because it's, like I said, it's one of my favorites. Like, I went from the Lexicon Alpha, as you guys know, and I went up to the Lambda, and, I don't regret it. it was like $90. I think I got it cheaper because I got it off eBay. It sounds fucking awesome. Like, I love it a lot. And if this thing works, it's going to be unfortunate that I have to throw that basically in the closet or give it to my cousin or sell it or something, because it's, like I said, it's a fine piece of equipment. You know, if you're really a bedroom recording artist like myself, if you're doing a lot of acoustical work, especially, and, you know, singing or harmonica or something, the Lexicon Lambda is probably the best. I found in my experience recording heavy metal guitars with that thing, it's not happening. It won't happen. It won't work. Not to say that you couldn't, because I did record Playing with Power's intro theme song with that, but I might end up re-recording it with this because I feel like the quality will be that much better. But like I said, if you're just starting out the Lambda, if you're doing simple stuff, an acoustical guitar, maybe you're just doing clean guitars, maybe you're just doing harmonica or whatever, or even like, you know, just like, I don't fucking know, you just want to record yourself playing your marching snare drum or whatever, that's probably the thing you'd use. It sounds good, it's cheap, and it gets the job done. I don't regret a single dollar I spent on it. I think I know I definitely got that cheaper, because once again, I buy a lot of things off eBay because I cannot afford to be dropping tons of money on things and whatnot. But yeah, it seems like this is actually working really nice, so I actually might end up using this. If I can, I'm gonna try to stretch this raving like a lunatic to a half an hour, because that's really the length of time that the Playing with Power videos are. So if like I can, you know, if this thing works for the half an hour and even then some, then that means that I can use I can give the Lambda to Jerry, and we can, you know, he'll have something in his house if he wants to record Playing with Power, and he can stop using headset mics and start using that, and his audio will sound better on his end as well. So it's always, yeah, it's fucking dope. So I was going to review it later. You know, this is probably so far in the video, people are probably not even paying attention for most of it. So they're like, oh my god. Oh. God, I'm like fucking dying. This room is like 100 million degrees. So. Oh, I'm making that sound? I didn't even realize I was making that sound. Uncle Charles says, I want you to support Science and Reason. Why don't you support my balls? Exodus. The band that's just alright. Scottish Lassie's giving it 10 or left in 3 weeks. Let's go get beach bodies ready. Oh my fucking god, it's Earth. I finally done it. This is Mortician. And you're in the Twilight Zone. Oh, man. Oh, god damn.